Alrighty guys, we are just 265 days away from the official release of Star Wars Episode 9 by writer and director J.J. Abrams and Chris Terrio. This is Mike Zero. If you guys are new to the channel, do make sure to subscribe to see future Star Wars content. Now yes, 265 days is still a ways to go, but with each and every day that passes, we are learning more and more about this film, especially as we get closer to Star Wars Celebration, which is, by the way, only 12 days away, which is going to be the time and place of the official teaser trailer and title reveal. Now, these past couple of weeks or so, we've been learning a whole lot more about this film when it comes to some of the set leaks, the set designs, the concept art and storyboard descriptions, etc. One of which has all to do, alright, with, of course, the secrets of the Empire, Kylo Ren, the Knights of Ren, and more in Episode 9. Now, it's described that Kylo Ren and his Knights of Ren are inside of an abandoned Imperial base on a planet described to be in the Outer Rim. It's said that Kylo Ren comes across secret archives of the Empire that reveal hidden planets that hold potential Jedi, worlds that carry many Force-sensitive species, creatures, and humans. It's described that one of the plans for Emperor Palpatine that never was completed was to eradicate these planets with the Death Star 2. However, after its destruction and the fall of the Empire, these plans were put to rest, and after its destruction, hidden away as by a faction by one of the actual factions of the Empire that did not follow by Palpatine's ideology. It said that Kylo Ren will use this to his own advantage to protect his order and, of course, from any future threats and that may tie into the village slaughter scene set to appear in the film between both Kylo Ren, his Knights of Ren, and the innocent villagers in Episode 9. Additionally, it's described that this is how Kylo comes across some of the super weapons that are said to be mobile and are able to wipe out only portions of a planet at a time. It said that these secret weapons of the Empire were called the Annihilators and will be called the First Order Annihilators in the movie. Additionally, it said that Kylo also finds all the locations of hidden vaults by Palpatine on different worlds throughout the secret archives of the Empire that hold ancient lore that will benefit Kylo's journey, revealing that even Vader kept his own vaults across the entire galaxy. It's described that it will be lightly explained in the film that the other secret Empire archives are what led Kylo to discovering new ships such as TIE Echelons and new Star Destroyers that were never used in between the events of Episode 8 and 9. It's said that the super weapons that Kylo obtains in the film were modified by use of technology from the first and second Death Star wreckage that was salvaged over the years. So I want to go over a couple of parts about all of this and as to why I am finding this to be very intriguing when it comes to Episode 9's connection to the original trilogy. And this by far is probably one of the more clever ways of attaching it to the originals, such as, of course, Episodes 4, 5, and 6. So in those films, of course, the Empire ruled the galaxy, and eventually the Empire fell, with the last battle being on Jakku. Now, we do know that Kylo Ren is going to come across some of the secret archives of the Empire in Episode 9, and also came across some of those archives in between the events of course, Episodes 8 and 9, where that's actually explained to be the point in time in which Kylo actually finds all these new Star Destroyers, these new TIE Fighter designs, such as the TIE Echelons, which, by the way, you guys will be able to see in person over at Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. Those ships are actually going to be used in this movie, so look forward to seeing that. The other thing that I do want to go over, I think, is another great way of incorporating the Death Star into Star Wars Episode 9 without bringing back the Death Star is that the technology of that weapon will be used in the new super weapons that will be used in Episode 9 that are lightly based on the World Devastators that are actually now called the Annihilators. Honestly, I think I like the sound of the Annihilators a whole lot more than the World Devastators in the expanded universe. Of course, most importantly here, I think that the most interesting part about all of this involving the secret archives of the Empire is how it reveals that there are many worlds across the entire galaxy that Emperor Palpatine had actually marked down that are holding potential Jedi. A lot of Force-sensitive, individuals such as humans, creatures, different species out there that could very well be potential Jedi, and Kylo Ren is going to use this information in order to track down any future threats that could go up against his new order, or whatever his order is going to be called in this movie, of course, in Episode 9. So what's really intriguing about all of this is that it somewhat mirrors that of the expanded universe. We do know that Palpatine, in the EU was looking at all these different worlds that hold different species and different races races, like alien races, that have a lot of these powers, a lot of these force, powers and whatnot, in order to become potential Jedi. So you can already see that J.J. Abrams and Chris Terrio are really trying to expand off of the Legends material by inserting it into Episode 9. So anyways, guys, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about all of this in the comments. And if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.